Hi everyone, welcome to Reviewia Talks. So today we want to talk about networking and the importance of networking, for working professionals in today's day and age. Now, why is networking important? Especially for people who want to progress in their careers, move to the next organization, or move to the next role within the same organization as well. Why is it important? Now, the way things are today, you can't expect to sit in your hole, no matter how good you are, that people will come, notice how great you are, and then give you new opportunities. It is a lot about making your work visible as well. And I'm not saying that you need to misrepresent your perception or your good work, but it is important that your work, your profile, what you bring to the table gets communicated to the right people. And for that, networking is very important. And when I say networking, I don't mean only social media. I also mean conventional in-person networking, right? So no matter who you are, how great you are, maybe today you are an individual contributor, you're just starting your career, a couple of years into your professional career, but you do have aspirations to move ahead, right? And that will require you to not remain an individual contributor in the future. So maybe you will get your first promotion because your reporting manager will give great feedback to you. But that next cross-functional role or that next job change might not come, just through updating your resume on job sites. It will be a lot more. So please leverage the power of networking. Make it a part of your personality. All right. Uh, if you are somebody who's from a well-known college which has a fairly decent alumni network, and there are chapters which are active who organize alumni meets, make it a point to go and meet your fellow college mates or your seniors or juniors or your schoolmates, because while on the personal side it is great to catch up with friends and think about the lovely time that you would have spent, chances are that quite a few of them are in varied industries doing very different kind of work. Some of them might be in your industry as well. So the point is that one, it'll broaden your perspective by interacting with people who are not only in your trade, and also it makes you visible, it makes you get connected to people, and you never know from where the next opportunity comes by. It is not just for working professionals. In fact, if you're an entrepreneur, it is even more important. It doesn't matter how great a B school or an engineering college you are a part of, you got to really leverage your network. All right, you got to be out there meeting people, mostly without an agenda. You got to be really genuine in connecting with people, and the universe has its own ways to paying you back, right? But that activity of being genuinely interested in connecting with people is what I mean by networking. It is not some superficial exchange of pleasantries and visiting cards, and you're done, and then you just call the person and connect the person and drive your own agenda. That is not sufficient. That is not genuine networking. Okay, you got to go one level deeper, make it personalized. And then if you're meeting people, if you're spending time without agenda, that says a lot about you. That really calls you out as a different individual, and chances are that your perception would be very different from the conventional perception of most professionals who are actually trying to network, right? That drives more credibility for you, gives you a differentiated value proposition in terms of what you bring to the table. And chances are very high that if you keep doing it consistently, you will yield its results, be it as an entrepreneur or as a working professional. And as I said, it is not just when you're looking for a job outside your organization, even within organizations. If it's a largish organization, you need to be visible. You need to make that elevator pitch conversation with your CEO, or go out for a coffee break with a colleague of yours from a different function. And if you are visible, if people get to know you more, one, you learn from them. You learn a lot by just exchanging ideas and listening to people. And second, people know you. People know that this is what you bring to the table, and chances are that their recall factor when it comes to your skills, etc., would be that much higher. And especially in economies where supply is aplenty, if you have a differentiated recall factor as a professional, that can be the most differentiating factor in terms of you getting that interview call or you getting that next role vis-a-vis somebody who might be a little better in terms of the hard skills that he or she brings to the table. But just because the recall factor is not good enough, that person is not remembered at the time that the hiring position is active. Okay. Now, the other thing that I want to tell very bluntly is some people have this excuse that, oh, I am not that kind of a person. I don't like talking to people. I don't want to talk to people. Now, then you have to make peace with certain things. Either you hold on to that personality and don't aspire to grow as a professional beyond a certain point. Because if you're going to be someone who does not like interacting with people, is not comfortable being authentic with people, is not somebody who can genuinely provide listening to people beyond a point, it will limit your growth, not only professionally, but also personally. But right now, we're talking about your professional aspirations. Then you choose that, or you understand that, okay, beyond a point, you won't grow. But if you are someone who's aspirational, who wants to really make it count, then you got to alter, right? And the fact of the matter is, as human beings, we can alter, we can add new skills and traits to our personality, and you got to be up for it. Sure, it is going to be difficult, it is going to be challenging, it is going to be uncomfortable. But if you are going through those uncomfortable situations, or pushing yourself against certain things which are new to you, you are adding more skills. You are adding a new facet to your personality, and over a period of time, you will be able to leverage that new facet for your benefit. Okay. In a nutshell, given the changing times and the way the landscape is changing professionally, it will be really, really unrealistic for people to expect ongoing professional growth if they just improve on their hard skills. So if you're a coder today and you know two languages today, and you think that once you know 15 languages you will become a solution architect and your salary will go 5 times through the roof, may not be the case. Okay, you really need to add to your softer skills, to your leadership skills, to your networking skills, to ensure that you are somebody who's who's there for the long haul, who's successful in a marathon and not just a sprint. So that's the thought that I'll leave you with. I hope it was useful for our audience. Thank you so much.